From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Afternoon Edition.
Right now on the Afternoon Edition, new details in a wild police chase involving a bomb robot spanning across several Bay Area county lines. Good afternoon, I'm Elizabeth Cook in for Ryan today. About an hour ago, San Francisco police released new information on this investigation. It all started on Filbert Street last night and ended about 40 miles away in Martinez. Police say just before 6 p.m. in the Catholic Church at North Beach's Washington Square. A suspect allegedly assaulted and demanded money from a parishioner. The suspect then got into a car and fled from police, and during that chase, threw explosive devices out of the car at the officers. Now, once in the Russian Hill area and then again in south of Market.
The officers described not only seeing the flames of the device that hit the ground, but also the officers could feel when the bomb detonated, they could feel the blowback from that in their vehicles. They believe that suspect intentionally tried to seriously injure or kill them.
Now, police say there were no injuries related to the explosives. They brought in CHP and continued the chase over the Bay Bridge and eventually to Martinez, where the suspect was arrested. And the feds were brought in to inspect his car with a bomb robot. The investigation is still early, but police say the assaulted parishioner did not know the suspect, and SFPD has no history with him either. And we're also following new developments out of San Jose. Police just announced they've arrested a 15-year-old in connection with a tragic hit and run that killed a pregnant woman and her baby. Police say the teen was behind the wheel of a stolen car when they crashed into 21-year-old April Zoglauer. This happened last week in the area of Blossom Hill Road and Winfield Boulevard. The victim was taken to the hospital but later died, and police say her baby was delivered by emergency surgery but also died a day later.
Obviously, our detectives took this extremely seriously and didn't sleep until they identified the suspect and quickly identified a 15-year-old male.
The 15-year-old suspect was booked into juvenile hall. Police say they are still looking for a second suspect. All right, to weather now, a live look outside San Francisco. Let's get a check on our forecast with meteorologist Jessica Birch.
Now, daytime highs today throughout the Bay Area. We're all sitting in the 70s. It's a mild day for us today, upper 70s into the Santa Clara Valley. Anywhere from the coast all the way off into the East Bay, though, we're actually seeing temperatures hand in hand. I mentioned this earlier, but it's interesting. When we get into the summer months, usually we see such a temperature spread. Triple digits off into the East Bay, 60s along the coast. But today, 72 in Half Moon Bay matches right up with Antioch sitting at 72 also. So beautiful conditions to kick off this week. The winds were gusty yesterday, but they are a lot lighter today. Wind gusts anywhere up to around 15 miles per hour this afternoon along our coastline. And we're sitting in the 70s also into San Francisco. Here's what we're looking at for our temperature anomaly map. A little bit above average for us for now, and that's going to be the case for us tomorrow too. That's what you see all on this map right here. The California coastline highlighted in yellow, and then high pressure will start to build, and that'll warm up the rest of the states too as we wrap up this week and head into the weekend.
Now to the ongoing crisis in the Middle East. Israel is ramping up its ground assault with tanks and infantry pushing deeper into the Gaza Strip. It follows heavy bombing over the weekend, causing large numbers of Palestinian civilian casualties. That's according to Hamas, which also released new proof of life of some of the hostages it is holding. Skylar Henry reports from the White House.
These are the images from a video Hamas released Monday of Israeli hostages calling on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to agree to a ceasefire and release Hamas prisoners so they can be freed. It's not known if the woman spoke willingly or whether they were told what to say. The same day, people in Jerusalem held a moment of silence for the hostages, empty beds representing the more than 200 captives. Comes as Israel's military says it's expanded its operation into Gaza. Israel Defense Forces released video of what it says are tanks in the Hamas-controlled territory. Israel's military says troops destroyed anti-tank missile launchers and killed 4 prominent Hamas operatives. With flares and smoke hovering over the Gaza skyline, displaced Palestinian civilians are calling for more humanitarian aid as conditions continue to worsen. United Nations officials say over the weekend, thousands broke into warehouses holding badly needed supplies. In a call Sunday with Prime Minister Netanyahu, President Biden reiterated Israel's right to defend itself, but he noted Israel needs to be within the laws of war.
They've got to that extra burden of making sure that they're doing everything they can to protect innocent life. That's hard for any military fighting in an urban environment.
The violence is also expanding to the West Bank, where 4 Palestinians were killed in clashes with Israeli forces. And sirens sounded in Jerusalem as a warning of incoming rockets launched from Gaza.
Now, Israel announced a short time ago that a female soldier captured by Hamas during its October 7th assault has been released during Israel's ground operations in Gaza. The military provided few details, but said the private was, quote, medically checked, is doing well, and has met with her family. Now to Maine. This afternoon, we are learning more about the investigation into Robert Card. Police found the body of the mass shooter on Friday night inside a trailer at a recycling center roughly 10 miles from where the shootings took place. The gunman, an Army reservist, used to work at that recycling center, but was fired 2 weeks ago. This comes as the Associated Press reports a statewide alert warning Maine law enforcement about Card that went out last month after Card made threats against a military base and other soldiers.
Is there anything that you would do differently?
You know, we're going to learn from some mistakes. I'm sure we've made a couple along the way.
18 people were killed in last week's mass shooting in the city of Lewiston, Maine. In Oakland, the RVs just won't go away, and some residents in the city's Fruitvale district say they have had enough. Neighbors say it started with a few RV dwellers parked on East 9th Street 2 years ago. But it grew in recent months, and when the city cleared out all these RVs near the Home Depot and Alameda Avenue earlier this month, a lot of those people moved to East 9th Street. And now residents in that area say they are so fed up, they are moving out.
They stay up all through the night. I don't know what they're doing in their trailer, but it bothers me, mentally and physically.
Antoinette, before when she was giving me a 30 days notice, I said, you know, I lower your rent. So she still say, no can do. My tenants and giving me 30 days notice, one after another.
Well, neighbors and business owners also noticed more chopped vehicles and drug dealing on that street.
New clients of mine won't even stop. They won't even park. I've had people say, I'm not parking out in front of your building. I mean, it's crazy. I'm afraid and angry.
We're actually being held hostage by this encampment. You know, we're on the very front lines.
After repeated complaints, the city is going to clean up East 9th Street, so they say. They have flyers out saying they will clean up the trash in about a week.